Hi friends, my name is Sean Mika. Today I'm going to talk about circulatory system part to the blood.
Let's start now. Uh, if we talk about the components of the blood, there are three types of components in blood. They are red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. If we talk about red blood cells, they are uh, red color things, which are you can see like balls like things. They are known as red blood cells. So, because they are red color, they are known as red blood cells or erythrocytes. We say as RBC also, and they are. If we talk about white blood cells, they are white colored cells, which is they are a little of white blood cells are there. You can see like white color balls. Those are known as white blood cells, and there are platelets. Platelets are like cellular parts or fragments which are there in the blood. So, if we talk about the blood, the water liquid like part is known as blood plasma. So, it is a pearl yellow color substance. You can see the blood like red color due to the this red blood cells. Due to this red blood cells, the blood plasma is being red color, but the real color of the blood plasma is pearl yellow. I will show you the blood plasma also. Here you can see in blood 55% of the blood is filled with plasma and 45% of the blood is filled with red blood cells. So due to this erythrocytes or red blood cells, only this blood has been red color. So you can see platelets, and for white blood cells we say leukocytes or WBC. And if we talk about the white blood cells, red blood cells, the main function of it is transporting uh, oxygen to all over the body. This transportation happens because there is a pigment in red blood cells which is known as hemoglobin. This hemoglobin attracts uh, oxygen to these red blood cells. So when these red blood cells flow through the blood plasma and it goes to all the cells and release oxygen. The main process is that transporting oxygen to all over the body. And if we talk about the white blood cells, there are 5 types of white blood cells in our body. You can see the one is monocyte and another one is eosinophil, basophil, lymphocytes, neutrophil. Those are the 5 white blood cells. The main process of them are uh, only a little amount of them white blood cells are there, but the process is main function is uh, preventing the body from bacteria or viruses which come to the diseases, protecting the body from diseases. So if we talk about blood transfusion, you know that there are blood groups in every human. Do you know, friends, how these blood groups have been formed? These blood groups have been formed due to the presence or absence of uh, two types of proteins which are there in our blood. They are vitamin protein A and they are known as A and B. So there are 4 types of blood groups and only 2 types of proteins are there. So this had been made like this. If a person have the only vitamin A, protein A, his blood group is A. If a person have the blood group B, then it has only protein B. There is another blood group which is known as AB. That means that if one person have the blood group AB, that means that person have both the proteins which is known as vitamin A and B. Some have O. O means no protein. A or B, both the proteins are absent. That's how these blood groups are made. And if we take blood transfusion, the person who gives blood from a person gives blood to another person is known as blood transfusion. So when a person gives blood to another person, that person is known as donor. You can see here that word. And the person who receives blood is known as recipient. You can see that one also here. So if we talk about this recipient is the one who receives blood. So before giving blood to the recipient by the owner, the doctors are checking that if he has any disease like diabetics, those things, and the blood groups also must be matched. If the donor has A blood group and the recipient has B blood group, he can't give blood. I will tell you why. You can see, if you check your blood group, there is a plus or minus sign above that A or B group. Do you know, friends, what is that? That is rhesus factor. Rhesus factor is also another protein. So if there is the minus sign, that means there is no rhesus in your blood. If there is the plus sign, that means there is the rhesus in your blood. So friends, we have to check that also when we are giving blood to someone. Now you can see a compatibility. That compatibility means comparing, like matching. That means the recipient and donor's blood must be matched. Then only the donor can give blood to the recipient. You can see, so donor is O minus O. That means no vitamin, no protein, no rhesus, nothing is there. So he can give to all the blood groups recipients. The donor can give to the recipient who has the minus O, plus O, minus A, plus A, minus B, plus B, minus AB, plus AB. We are telling these like AB positive, AB negative, like that. So you will wonder how this can be compatibility. How can we check? So this was compatible, and when we take the donor's blood and recipient's blood, if we take the donor's blood as A positive and recipient's blood as A negative, so the donor can't give blood to the recipient, because A negative means it has the recipient is A negative, no? So recipient have A vitamin and donor is A positive. Then donor has the no rhesus factor in recipient, only the A protein. So donor is A positive. So it's positive means rhesus factor is also there, and A means vitamin is also there. So when the donor gives the blood to the recipient, the rhesus factor is going to the recipient's blood. No rhesus factor, so new protein is added to the recipient's blood. That cannot be happen, because if that happened, the blood will clot inside the recipient's body and the recipient will die. So that's why then here in O negative donor's blood was there's no with protein, no rhesus factor, no A or B with protein, no. So no new protein is going to the recipient's blood. So this O negative blood group was known as universal donor. That means he can give blood to any recipient, any blood group. If we take O positive, it can give only for O positive and B positive, AB positive. Because it can give only for positive ones. A positive also it can, because if the donor give blood to a negative person, the rhesus factor is going to his body newly. So that cannot be happen. If that happen, the person will die. If we take the A negative can give only A negative and A positive, because if he give A negative, A positive, AB negative and AB positive, if he give to B negative, what will happen? The A vitamin will go to his body newly. That's why that is not compatibility, and there's a cross mark, and others there's a tick. So AB positive and AB negative, AB minus donor can give to that recipient, because that A and rhesus factor is there in AB positive. So donor can give A minus, no rhesus factor, only A. So A is there. A positive, only A positive can give to A positive and AB positive. Why? Because it is positive. So, and A. The A and rhesus factor both are there in AB positive and A positive only. That's why. So others are also like that. The B positive can give only for B positive, B negative, AB negative, AB positive. AB negative can give only for AB positive and AB negative. AB positive can give only for AB positive only, because if the donor give blood, if the donor is AB positive and if it give blood to A positive, what will happen? So then new protein go on to the blood. What is that? It is the protein B, because A positive means A and rhesus factor is okay, but the B is a new one. That's why. And you can see in the recipient's chart here, A positive, all the groups there's a tick, because the recipient A positive can take blood from any blood group. O negative, O positive, A negative, A positive, B negative, B positive, AB negative, AB positive. The recipient can take blood from any blood group, and that is the good and the best blood group the person must have, because it has all the three proteins including the rhesus factor. So that is about the blood. If I talk about the blood disorders, there is a blood disorder called as thalassemia. This is a disorder that there is a lack of hemoglobin. I told you that there is a pigment called as hemoglobin. It attracts oxygen to the red blood cells. So in that, the red blood cells, the hemoglobin is less. So only a less amount of oxygen can take, and Because of that, the red blood cells doesn't work properly. Less amount of oxygen is carried. So due to these things, this thalassemia disorder uh, happens as a result. Bone deformities, enlarged spleen, those things happen. So if a person needs to be recover from this, it must take regular blood transfusion. Then this will be good. And friends, subscribe my channel. This is the part 2 of circulatory system. I am from Linfield International College. Bye friends. I will meet you from the part 3.